In this video, we're going to be showing you exactly how to set up a Google My Business properly and what you might have done to get your business listing suspended and how you can get it back. Following these steps will get your Google My Business approved in no time or even help you get it reinstated. My name is Mario Flores. I'm the owner of RankRight.net, where we help local service-based businesses rank better on Google and get more leads for their business. So let's get right into this. We're going to be setting up a local profile for my own business so we can walk you through the steps of what to expect and how to do it properly. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have a Gmail account. You're going to be using this Gmail account to create a Google My Business profile. And now we're going to head over to the screen to show you what that looks like. Here we are on Google, and as you can see on the top right hand corner of the screen, I'm actually signed into an account. It's a Gmail account. This is the account that we're going to be using in order to create this Google My Business listing. Once you get to Google, you're going to type in Google My Business, and you're going to go to sign in to continue to Google My Business profile. Here, what will happen is if you don't have a Google My Business profile created yet with this Gmail address, it'll prompt you to start typing in the name of your business. So in my case, I'm going to use the company name, RankRight. And in your situation, you need to use the exact name of your business as well. So for example, if your name of your business is ABC Roofing Contractors, that should be the name of the business as it's featured on Google. Now, when it comes to setting up your name on Google My Business, this is one of the most common reasons people get suspended. They utilize fictitious names that will help them rank better on Google because they're using keywords to get better rankings. But in the long run, what ends up happening is your business will get suspended because that's not the real name of your business. So let's go over some examples of what you could do to help you with that. So we're gonna use a plumbing company for an example here. If you're a plumber and you're in an area like mine, I live in Portland, Oregon, our area code here is 503. If I was setting up a business for a plumbing business, I would set up the name as 503 Plumbing Services because I'm using the words that will help me generate more traffic. Plumbing services, for example. Of course, the traffic is higher if you utilize the name of the city, like Portland Plumbing Services would get you a higher search volume. But by doing that, you're actually playing with fire because you can get suspended from Google. Unless that's the real name of the business and you have it set up like that with the Secretary of State, which you could totally do. I've just seen that profiles that do that will come up for suspension more often. You're constantly fighting to get them back online. So basically you have three options. You use a name that doesn't use any keywords. For example, if your name is Daryl and you use Daryl's Services, for example, you'll never rank for plumbing services as well as the other companies that have plumbing services in the name of their business. So choosing a good name that's right there in the middle where you're not being too spammy, but you're also including keywords in the name is going to be the most important part. If you feel like you've messed up with the name of the business, you could always go and get a DBA and use the DBA as proof that you're really doing business as 503 Plumbing Services, for example. So that is my tip on creating the right business name because that is one of the top 3 ranking factors when we're talking about how these Google My Businesses will rank. They're based off the keywords that are in the name of the business. So now when we get to this part, it's going to ask us to choose a business category. Now this is called the primary business category, okay? And this is going to be one of the other biggest ranking factors on how the Google My Business listing will rank based on this category. If you are a general contractor, for example, right? General contractors will typically do a lot of different types of jobs. But let's say that you're a general contractor that's figured out that you make the most amount of money in roofing. And that is the thing that you want to focus on the most. You would want your primary business category to reflect that. You would want to be listed as a roofing contractor before anything else. You don't want to be listed as a general contractor or a plumber. You could always add those as secondary services, but your business category should be the one that you're looking to expand in and grow in. And the name should also reflect that. So make sure that you have those two things dialed in before choosing these. That's the type of leads that you're typically going to generate is based off the primary business categories. And I've made other SEO videos. I'll link them somewhere here on the screen or down below that explain that in further depth so you understand it better. But this is what we're going to do here. We're going to choose advertising agency for mine. Now in this next section, a lot of people get this wrong and there's reasons why it happens, okay? Generally, if you're a service-based business, such as somebody that goes to a house to do jobs, right? You're a plumber, you're HVAC, you're junk removal, you're dumpster rental services, you're an electrician. There's tons of different things, right? Those businesses are considered service-based businesses. If you're just getting started and you don't have a physical location that's not a residential address, please don't display it. What happens is if you say that you're a store or an office and you use a house address, a residential address, whether it's a house or an apartment or anything like that, you might get away with it for a little bit, but then a little bit down the road, you might lose the whole listing and you're gonna have to fight to get it back. So what's funny about this is Google tells you not to do it, but then they reward the people that break their rules. So typically businesses that display an address will rank better on Google. They get a pin on the map rather than a service area, and those tend to rank better. It's just the truth of the matter. So a lot of people will gamble with it and create these listings with their residential address and display the address, and they're just kind of playing with fire, but at the same time, I don't blame them because they rank better. So make sure that if you are displaying the address that it's commercial space, whether it's a store, a lot, an office, anything like that, do not use PO boxes or any other sort of post offices or virtual addresses. They get flagged immediately and you won't be able to get them approved. So if you did what I did, which I chose a service area, now I'm gonna start typing in the areas that I want clients from. So just start typing the cities in your surrounding area that best fit your service area. Before we continue, I wanna explain how service area is gonna really work for your business. Typically, think of the area that you set up your business with, like the physical address of that area. Whether you display the address or not, whether you have a service area that's 40 or 50 miles, I still want you to consider where you set up that address, because typically your business, even if it's a service area business, is not going to rank much further than 5 miles around a radius of that house or that building that you set it up with. And that's just based off proximity, okay? So think of it like this. Anytime that you're driving around and you're looking for something to eat, for example, right? You type in tacos near me. It's gonna show you the taco place that is closest to you by proximity, and it's not gonna show you a place that's an hour away. And that's just because Google's trying to give you the best user-friendly experience so that you're happy, right? And it's not gonna show you businesses that are way too far away from you unless there's no competitors between you and that person. So make sure that you're taking that into consideration when setting up these Google My Business listings, because if you want work in a metropolitan area, but you live 50 miles away from that metropolitan area and you're using your house address, chances are you're never gonna rank in that metropolitan area if you're that far away from it. So make sure that you're choosing an address that will best serve you in that situation. Now, when we're setting up the phone number, make sure that you're using a phone number that has never been used before with any other Google My Business profiles. This is something that also triggers a suspension. If you have more than one profile, you cannot use the same number. So make sure you choose a different number. And the same thing holds true with the website. If you're trying to open up multiple locations, you can't use the same website. You have to use different sub-URLs in order to get them approved, or completely new websites. I'll be making a video on how to set up multiple locations, because that's one of the secrets of how businesses will scale. And I'm gonna explain it to you like this. If we're talking about how one business can rank for 5 miles and then nowhere outside that service area can you rank again, that means you need to have multiple locations in order to rank again. And if one location is making you X amount of dollars, let's say $20,000 a month, how do you double? You create a second location. Same holds true if you have a taco truck that makes $10,000 a month, you make a second taco truck and it just doubles. And the same thing will happen with Google My Business listings, but you have to set them up the right way or else you'll get suspended, and it's a real big hassle on even getting them back. Sometimes you can't. When you're adding your website to this, please do not add an Instagram profile or a Facebook profile if you don't have a website. It's better to not have a website listed at all than to have a profile from a social media source. What will happen is if you enter in a profile like social media, you'll get suspended. If you need help creating the right website to help you rank, that is part of the services here at RankRight. You can contact us. My phone number is actually here on the screen, 971-381-7416, or visit rankrite.net. This next part is totally optional. Sometimes you'll get notifications from Google whether somebody leaves a review, somebody asks a question, and that's totally up to you. So now we've made it to the part where we actually enter in our address. Now, years past, if you have set one of these up before, you would understand that typically when you put in an address, what will happen is they'll send you a postcard and you get a code in the mail and you have to verify that code. They stopped doing that a few years back. Now that the way that they do it is they prompt you to make a video, and the video has to verify that the address that you're using matches, right? And that the business that you're setting up is a real business, and the way that they do that is through video now. So what'll happen is I'll go through this entire process, and then I have to get on my phone and record this video, and I'm gonna explain some of the things that they're looking for in this video. They want the video to be at least 40 seconds or 50 seconds or longer, and they want you to have everything in place in order to record this video, because they give you one chance to upload it, okay? It's really hard to get it uploaded after you've done it once. What they're looking for is the office space that you're using, right? Any information, so if you have anything from the Secretary of State or any business licenses with your city, please display those in the video. Do not show anybody's face, do not show any tax information, and do not show any banking information. Once you've displayed anything that you have that has branding on it, whether they're business cards, t-shirts, any magnets, stuff like that, you're gonna go outside, and at that point you're gonna record that actual location that you're working out of, and you're going to show them the address and then the nearest cross street if you can get to it. And then they're going to ask you to show them if you have a vehicle, right, that's part of the company, you're going to have to show them that the vehicle is branded with the name of the company, the phone number that matches, and they're going to ask you to go inside the vehicle and start it. All this is case by case because every company is different, right? They have different equipments and stuff like that. But that is essentially what they're looking for. The biggest one is make sure that it's long enough and make sure you don't show any faces. Those are the most common reasons why these videos get denied. But yeah, let's head to the next step. So in some rare situations, you will get triggered with different forms of verification. In my situation, I just got triggered with 3 different options. We got the phone code, email code, or business video. Like I said, this is case by case. There's no real way to win the lottery with them. But in this situation, they gave us more than one verification form. But at least I gave you the recipe for creating the video, because that is what a lot of people struggle with. So in my situation, it says that I'm now verified. I would not be surprised if this verification comes back and says that I need to re-verify with a video. This happens all the time, so just beware that that could happen. So go back and check your Google My Business periodically and see if that's the case, because sometimes they pend and then they ask you for other forms of verification. I got really lucky in this situation, but I really hope that this video helped you understand what they're looking for, because a lot of people will get this wrong from the beginning, and it'll either impact the way that they rank poorly on Google because they don't understand how to choose the correct name or business category, or they've done the things that Google doesn't want you to do and then they've been suspended and don't know how to get the listing back. We do offer multiple services here at rankrite.net. If you're having trouble getting your listing back, you can reach out to me personally. You can either call me or text me anytime, and we can help you get your listing back, or even help you rank better on Google with your Google My Business listing. I will be making a more in-depth tutorial on how to optimize a Google My Business listing so that you rank better and you can do it yourself. And if that video is out at the moment, you'll see links here somewhere on the screen or down below. I appreciate you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.